get us off.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the next component of the Gobots puzzler, and this is the final installment of the Gobots puzzler here.
Okay. Hey y'all, it's good to see y'all. How are y'all been? How are y'all doing? It's been mighty warm out there, so hopefully everybody's taking care of themselves. Everybody's taking care of themselves, and be careful with the heat. So anyway, today we are going to be taking a look at this right here, the next component of the puzzler. This is a puzzle piece of the United States, and I just want to show y'all that this right here, while my son helps me get this in frame, so this way y'all can see what I'm talking about.
I was just trying to get it at a better frame, so the light doesn't have any glare.
There you
on
go.
It.
Okay, so they can see it?
Yes.
Anyway, this state right here is where we're from. So anyway, this is a puzzle piece of America. And we will show y'all the next 6 component of the puzzler here in a minute. And it has to do with this puzzle. So we will see y'all here in a minute.
Stay tuned.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's good to see y'all. Good to be with y'all. Good to talk to y'all. Here we are again. This is the 6th installment of the puzzler. Now, what we showed you earlier is a jigsaw puzzle, because his name is Jigsaw. Jigsaw is the giant puzzler's body. He's a Toyota Celica XX police car. He is the master of disguise. Bends into any shape. Now, that is enough about Jigsaw right here. Normally when you get the Jigsaw, parts of him on his top part of his light bar right here is broke most of the time, so you have to be careful with that, because where one is right here, just over time it can snap off real easy. Just like Colton is pointing at right here, that part is gone. And that's the normal consensus of Jigsaw with the age, time, and wear and tear. So 9 times out of 10 with Jigsaw, he may have a light bar, he may not, depending on where you get them from. You can replace this with a better light bar with a screw up top, if you have one to put back on him. So as far as the car itself, it is a good replica of a Toyota Celica for that time that they were made, in that decade.
Which was the
80s.
The 1980s.
Yes. And his car mode right here, like I said, they really do shine on the car modes, because it may be kind of hard to see, but it's white on white, and I know that. I could see that through the lens. But they molded in low headlights right here, where on a Toyota Celica, these would pop up. Those right there. There we go.
These things here.
Right, that is the headlights.
And these things would pop up and flash lights.
Yep. As far as the front grille, they did a good job because that is actually translucent plastic right there. That's orangish yellow. So I thought that was pretty fine.
And I'm looking at it really carefully. I'm trying to see if there's like a little logo here. Well, I think I barely saw it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna back it up some.
There may be. I don't know.
Or I think that's just a flake of dust. Yeah, it is just a flake of dust.
Okay, well, okay.
Because I thought there was a little logo of what this car is called. But no, it's just a little flake of dust on it.
So with that, the car looks really good for its alt mode. Even the back, they did a good job. And there we go with more of these translucent, clear, yellowish orange lighting back there.
Oh.
Yeah, which I thought was a real neat touch. But this
and the back is coming apart.
The back is loose, and this is the problem with Jigsaw over time. He becomes, and that's like it consists of a lot of the parts of the puzzler over time. They don't age well, they just become floppy.
And you do have like a little bit of gappage on the back, but there is a reason for these, of why these are here. But we'll get to that when we get to the transformation. Oh, and I also forgot to tell y'all. If you remember from our previous video, which was a super Gobot, my lamp kind of fall apart, so it kind of dangled around.
The light kind of went like this, as we were doing the review. So I don't know, So,
but I got a brand new light or lamp.
So he wants y'all to know that he got a brand new light. So, yeah, him. So the Toyota Celica, the door handle, all in all, it is a good looking representation of the Toyota Celica. So.
And here's the other side here.
Now, one thing when you transform this guy, he's more brittle and more, you have to be very careful transforming him.
And you do have a lot of chrome on the top where the light bars are. And of course you do got some rubber tires, which I am, yep. Yeah. The front here on one side is cracked. Yeah. And so is this side. But the other two, this one's a little cracked, and this one is, yeah, it's also a little bit cracked. Yeah. So these two on this side are not so bad, but the other side here is definitely,
yeah,
not. It is definitely have some age.
Yeah,
right.
They're just, yeah, just old.
Right.
So anyway,
and here's the bottom side.
Yeah.
And you do have a little visible head here.
So...
And he's falling apart again.
And he's falling apart again. So, I'm going to let Colton get on with the transformation of Jigsaw. And like I said, this is our 6th installment of the puzzler before we make the puzzler. So we have to get through him. Then, our next run will be the total puzzler. And I think y'all will be satisfied because there's a bunch of comparisons I'm going to have.
So to transform him, you just want to come to the back and bring these down, and you do want to slide these up just a little, so
that'll lock them in place, right?
Right.
Okay.
No.
He decided to sit down.
While I try to adjust the camera here. So once the legs are folded out, you do want to come to the side and grab onto these front wheels and pull these out. You want to pull them out on this black part here. Then you want to slide these up, and these do not like lock into place.
Right. They did it one time years ago, but a lot of times on the Jigsaw,
well,
they're heavy because of the die cast. So we'll see how much. Yep. There we go. All right, just push it up. Here we go. And if it falls, it falls. There we go.
Well, it kind of, sort of does, but not quite like it used to be.
Right.
And then you just rotate his arms down
and set them right there gently. Here we go.
And set him there gently. And you're done.
Okay, now the problem with Jigsaw is right here, the die cast that's in there, over time it gets weak in there. And it's so heavy right in that area, the arm normally just drops completely down because all that is a slot in there. So the die cast parts on this guy is here, the legs down here, and I think his arms are die cast. I'm not sure.
I think that his arms are.
Okay. Okay.
Because I kind of see his arms have a glossy black paint to them, so
Okay.
I'm guessing.
I'm not...
Yeah, I think they are.
Okay.
Die cast.
Okay, do we see a stamp date on there anywhere on that guy? If we don't, it's okay.
I actually see a stamp date of Japan here.
Okay.
And I actually see another one here that says...
Oh, wow, that is tough to read.
Bandai there.
Bandai, okay. Well, we're going back some decades ago.
Oh, but on this side, it does say Bandai, but here it says 1984.
You got better.
84.
1984.
1984.
So all these components to make up the puzzler was 1984.
Yes.
So this puzzler piece come from 1984. So, like I said, Jigsaw, he's got his issues as he ages. You have to really be careful with this guy right here. The best thing to do is leave them in one mode and leave them alone. And I hate to say that about him, but that's how delicate and fragile, as he gets more age on him, he becomes. But this is a part of the 80s that has to be talked about. Because like I said, the Gobots had a combiner. And this was one of the combiners, known as the Puzzler. So with that said, I'm going to let Colton transform him off into his combine mode.
But before we do that, let's first get a closer look at some of the details here.
Okay.
So here's a close-up look at his face here.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's just all casted in silver paint with some blue on it.
Yeah. He's kind of like a I don't want to say a smirk. He's just kind of got like a novice kind of look, like, I don't know. That's weird. There's really no expression.
And he does have some sticker detail here, which has still held up after all these years. And he just has the same white on black on him.
And his arms can go all the way around.
And of course, the only articulation you're going to get for this figure is the arm rotation. And that's it. But you can, like, move his legs forward and back. Well, this kind of looks like his knee here. So I guess you can kind of bend it both ways. Or you can move them in and out like that if you want to. So now I think it's now time to get him in his combined mode. And I think I remember how to get this guy in his combined mode. So we'll see. So to get him in his combined mode, I think you need to get his arms out of the way. And I know you need to bring the legs out and bend them down like this.
Yes.
And you do want these like this, which is his arms here, because that's what the box and the instructions say.
Yes, and we'll get to that later on when we form the puzzler, because there's actually another way that you could do the arms. So just, there you go. Just put them down just like that. There you go.
And that's it, right?
That, believe it or not, y'all, that is it in his combined mode.
And that's the correct transformation?
Yes. Yes. That is it. There's not a whole lot to him. So that's pretty much it in his combined mode form.
And what do you do with his arms? Because you said...
Well, yes, because there's a couple ways that I've seen it done, and you can do it. Some of these, once they get over time, they just hang down.
Right.
Or you can actually take them, and there's a way that you can swing them around and put them back behind him. But
okay.
the legs have to be tucked back in. You have to roll the whole arm around. Now come out with the leg. There you go. And I've seen it done this way. So
this way?
Yes, I've seen it done both ways.
I think that's how I would display it. Or you can push them in like he's going back in his field mode.
Okay, let's take the leg, push it back over. Now, I don't know, push that arm in. Okay.
No,
see
no.
That arm has to be out in
Okay.
order for that leg to rotate around.
So I guess your only options to have his arms displayed is either like this or like this or the correct way, which was here, if you want to have his arms dangled down.
So it just, with this guy, you have options to whichever you like the most. And even over time, it's not an exact science, it's just what you prefer to do with his arms. You can leave them dangling down, or you can set them up in a way to where they look more, they give it a little bit more bulk. So the choice is yours when it comes to Jigsaw. Like I said, he's just he's a unique transformation, but it's a transformation that you must put him in to create the puzzler. And I think that, Colton, do you want to say anything else before we get to our final thoughts?
But before we get to our final thoughts, could we do like a size comparison with him and his other Gobots?
Yes.
Okay, I think we'll be
Right back.
right back. That's what I was about to say. And here he is next to his other Gobots members here in their vehicle modes. And here they are in their robot modes. So you can see how he looks together with his other Gobots puzzler members.
This is the whole set right here. Everything that you see here will make and combine to form the puzzler. From the arms to the legs, there's no other accessories needed. It's not like the Transformer combiners where you have certain parts you must put on. This guy's all complete. All these are complete. Now, we just have to install the next part of the completion of the puzzler. The next part, I am going to do some comparisons, because this is very interesting for y'all to see how he compares with other robots and other groups of people, groups of Transformers and other things.
Right.
So this is the review of Puzzler. This is what he looks like with all the gang there. So we will get back to our final thoughts on Jigsaw here in a minute. Okay, it's us, and we're back with our final thoughts for Jigsaw. And we would put him in an action pose, but y'all know the situation with his arms. They'll probably just fall, won't stay together. So this is the best that we could do.
Because of the die-cast metal that he has on him.
Right. As far as the car mode, this Toyota Celica, it really looks good. I think that that's one of the best best spots that shine the most are the cars. How they made the cars with the puzzler look really good. The robots, but as far as the car modes, they look good.
And I think my favorite component in this Gobots puzzler set is Jigsaw here, because I think he has both the best robot and car mode to me.
You think so? Oh, okay. Okay.
And my least one is...
Which one? Just put them on there. Which one? The Porsche? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think my least favorite one is this guy, who is... Crossword.
There you go.
Because his vehicle mode does look nice, but the robot mode is my least favorite.
Least favorite? Okay. I think my best one that I like out of the whole component is this guy right here, Tic Tac. 1, because he's Chevrolet. 2, because I'm a Chevrolet person. 3, because he's a race car. He's a Corvette.
And he does kind of look like Wind Charger.
Yeah, I like him. Anyway.
Like, and this guy does also kind of look like Sunstreaker.
Sunstreaker, yeah. So, anyway, enough of that. This is all about Jigsaw. We got off into way something else.
Right. I just need to tell y'all what my favorite and my least favorite is from this set here.
There you go. Jigsaw, he's not bad, but over time he has issues that you really got to pay close attention to. I've seen some of these where the legs snap off, the arms snap off, this whole backside right here. The lights are very important to have as far as connecting him. And y'all see that in the next installment of our very last installment of the Puzzler. This guy, he's kind of, the look on his face is kind of a smirk, kind of a, I don't know, bland. He's just like looking straight with no, I don't know. He's just looking straight. But a lot of these impressions, as far as the puzzlers, they don't have a whole lot of face articulation. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just there. So they didn't have a whole lot of characteristics to them that I know of, and I never heard them talk. So I don't even know if they talk. So.
And I or we don't know who the leader of the set is.
Yeah, we still. I think it's Tic Tac, but it could be this guy. Either it's Tic Tac or Jigsaw. I don't know. Maybe it's Jigsaw. Anyway, Colton, what do you think about him before we wrap it up?
I think like I said before, I think he's my favorite one in both modes, from his vehicle mode and his robot mode. I mean, he does have some flaws and also some issues, but it is from the Gobots toy line, so that there's not a whole lot to them. But I still think he's my favorite one out of the others we've reviewed from the Gobots Puzzler set.
Okay.
In both modes.
Well, now you know who the number one guy is out of this whole set. So, with that said, hey, y'all take care. Take care of each other. Be careful in this heat. We'll talk to you later.
And it is the last month of summer we're in. Right.
Yeah, but down here it can run into September, October. There's no telling. So down here, it's definitely the hottest time is right now. So we got to keep our ears peeled on the Gulf and everything else going on in the heat, and take care of yourself. And
so I don't know if this is like the last month of summer or.
Well, it's summer. Summer could span out from down here where we're at. It can go from August to September to even October. Towards the end of October. It just all depends. How quick we get another front that comes through or whatever. So anyway, that's up to about a month away for sure. And we'll just have to see what happens then. And so anyway, hey, y'all take care. I'm going to let Colton finish wrapping it up. We'll talk to y'all later.
And if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, there's a playlist set up on my YouTube channel. And I am still working on that Gobots playlist. Just had to like remember how to make the playlist, because It's been a while since I made a playlist.
Okay, so he's got to work on the playlist for Gobots because, like I told him, there's going to be a lot more Gobots because they're just as important as the Transformers in the genre of the 1980s. Because they tried to run a good race with them, but in the end, they lost.
Right. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.